This episode of Captured Pittsburgh Darkroom has been made possible by generous contributions from Friendship, Perk, and Brew, Small Universe, and Captured Identity. Today we're featuring the song Beast by Conflict Cycle.
Muffins.
Oh, there is muffins over there.
Yeah. Sure.
We're getting off topic here because you're just trying to figure it out.
You can't stop me anymore. You can't stop me anymore.
Hi, everybody. It's Jason from Captured Pittsburgh, and we're here today at Friendship, Perk, and Brew. My guest today is Mike Leber. Thank you for being here with us today, Mike.
Thank you for having me.
So why don't you just take a moment and tell everybody about you?
Mike Leber from Elizabeth Township. I own a company south of Pittsburgh called Drone Division. We do aerial photography, video, pretty much anyone that would ever need any kind of aerial service for video or photography, I'm the guy you call.
Did you start by just like jumping right into drone photography, or did you have a photography background?
I had no photography or video background at all. Back in 2014 is when I got my first drone. I was just attracted to it because it was a cool toy that could fly. And after I got it and started playing with it and learned about Lightroom and Photoshop and then Final Cut and started getting into it, and then I started taking it serious and just kind of grew from there.
So this is a hobby that turned into a job.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Those are the coolest jobs because it's like you never get to go to work.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So do you remember, like, what was your first gig that you did with drone photography?
The first gig was probably my biggest to date still, and it was the most nerve-wracking. I started the company, and then 2 months later, NBC called. NBC Sports for the Pittsburgh Steelers. They wanted how when the game opens up, you know how they have the city shots and the cityscapes with all the stats and stuff on the screen. That's what they wanted, but they wanted to test it with a drone instead of a helicopter or a blimp this time. They wanted to see how it would work.
It's weird how that works out. We interviewed like a few people so far, and it's always like, oh, we got thrown right into this. And
yeah, it was the most nerve-wracking thing. There was a producer, film crew, and they wanted certain shots, and I'm right out the gate, brand new to this, and I'm on the sticks shaking.
What was your first drone that you used for that?
That was an Inspire 1.
An Inspire 1?
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then I assume it turned out all right because you're still in business.
We got 2 shots were national broadcasts from. We shot for 3 days for that, and 2 of the shots ended up being on national TV, so it was pretty cool.
That's good. And then it just took off from there.
From there, yeah, it just kept building. I did right after that, I did something for CNN for the election, so that was pretty big. And then I'll do things like real estate that are just, they're kind of boring, but they're still cool to do.
In real estate photography seems to be taking off, like the drone aspect of it for like online. People want to see the house and they get like the true overview of the whole entire house and the neighborhood and stuff like that.
Yeah, the issue is you just have to be more of the upscale homes. Like if you have a $50,000 house you're trying to sell, obviously you're not going to pay for a drone to come in and try to advertise to get it off the market. But higher homes, like $1 million plus, that's really where the market's at.
That's pretty awesome. What was your favorite production so far? Is it the Steeler one, or do you have one that's like really talks to you? That
it was probably the Steeler one. So that was the first one. It was the most nerve-wracking. It was the funnest. That's
cool. And do you do photography with the drones also, or just mainly video?
It's mainly on my end. I like to do the photography, and but when a client calls, 9 times out of 10 they want video. I like just focusing on photography on my end, but yeah, most of the clients, they're not looking for a lot of photos besides real estate. They only want it for a couple houses, but other than that, yeah, it's mostly video.
So I've seen that on your personal Instagram site, you started to actually use more photography versus like street photography and stuff like that? Is that something that you're getting back into, or you're just doing it for fun? Or
Well, how that happened was when I started doing this and started advertising for real estate. A lot of the real estate agents wanted to incorporate interior shots with exterior. So I had to buy a camera, did some research, bought my first little camera. It's a little Sony a6500, not a bad camera. And I started shooting interiors with the exteriors. And after that, I started just taking walks and going around town and had the camera with me, and then just started getting addicted to taking street photography.
so drone division as a business, you can do it all now, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
The photography with the drone and without. So somebody's looking for drone work, but even you can supply both ends of the spectrum for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
That's good to be versatile like that.
Yeah.
With that, we'll take a short break, and how about we come back? We'll talk about your photos that were in the gallery and your gallery experience.
Sounds good.
This episode of Captured Pittsburgh Darkroom was filmed at Friendship Perk and Brew. They're your source for fresh coffee, Pittsburgh beer, and food made from scratch from locally sourced ingredients. You can find them at 300 South Pacific Avenue in Pittsburgh.
Welcome back to Captured Pittsburgh Darkroom. We're here at Friendship Perk and Brew with Mike Leber. So you actually had two photos that we chose to be in our gallery, one in January and one in
April.
And both of them were drone shots.
Yeah.
The January picture, I know I picked that one. That was a city skyline. It's an awesome picture. Do you want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that was a really foggy day. I was before that, I was going out probably for a whole year trying to get fog in Pittsburgh. And every time I went, it was either too late or too little fog. And it was just one random day that I decided to get up for sunset, go up to Mount Washington, and it happened to be the foggiest I've ever seen Pittsburgh before in my life. And of course, every single photographer was up on that hill trying to get the photos. So
that's from the overlook, right?
From the overlook, yeah. And the camera that I had from the ground really wasn't that powerful lens-wise. And so I just went to the trunk, got my drone, took it up above everybody, and just flew out into the middle of the city.
Yeah, you probably had some pretty envious photographers.
Yeah, a couple of them made a few comments.
Right.
They're like, that's not fair. But hey, man, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, it's an awesome picture. And then the second one is, I believe, of a parking garage.
Yes, Liberty Garage.
The Liberty Garage.
Or Smithfield Liberty Garage, I think that's what it is. Yeah, that was just another random day. I was out flying, looking for different angles around the city. And I happened to point the camera straight down and noticed the garage was shaped like a giant P. And then you saw the tire marks that were even blacker around it. And I took the photo and I was like, it's kind of cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. So I just took it just to have it. And then I took it home, played with it for a little while. And then I got the idea of graffitiing Pittsburgh under the giant P. So it spelled out Pittsburgh. I thought it was pretty cool. A lot of people didn't, when I show it to them, they don't see it at first. They're like, what am I looking at? And I'm like, really look at it. Then they see it and they're like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I'll be honest, I didn't notice it at first either. I just thought it was a cool shot. And I noticed what looked like the P, but I didn't realize. Actually, I sent you a message about that because there's a little debate on, was that photoshopped in there or was that actually on there? And you owe me some money because I lost that bet. The gallery experience overall, what do you think of that?
It was pretty cool. A lot of meet new people, photographers around Pittsburgh. It's always good to meet, go out and shoot with guys. I really enjoyed it. It's a great spot right there. A lot of traffic, so everyone gets to see your photos. It's pretty cool.
Signing your print.
Signing the print.
I think that's the coolest part is watching you guys sign that print.
I like pulling the sheet off.
Pulling the sheets off to uncover them. Yeah. And the quality and stuff, you were happy with?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And even after being out there for they stood out there for a month and nothing wrong with the print.
Oh, that's right. You bought yours. You took yours home with you. So
Yeah,
it'll be like that for a year. So our gallery space in Shady Side on Walnut Street, in case you have not been there, every month we put up new art. So make sure that you swing by Shady Side, check that out. There's a lot to do right there in Shady Side in the business district. Shopping, food, restaurants. It's pretty nice area.
Apple store.
The Apple store. So what's next for drone division? Do you have something on this plate or?
My plan is this summer, hopefully get enough business my main goal is I want to build a custom rig so I can get a full frame camera in the air and really play with that, because the cameras I have now, they're stock cameras on these DJI drones. You can't really do anything with them. One, on the Inspire, you can change out lenses, but I really like to get a full frame camera up in the air and running. But to build a custom rig, it's a lot of time and a lot of money. So hopefully this year goes pretty good and I'll be able to do that and go from there.
Well, the way things are going, I'm pretty sure you're going to accomplish that task.
So.
How about you tell our audience here how to get a hold of you?
Yeah, you can reach me at dronedivisionllc.com. My email is dronedivisionllc@gmail. I have an Instagram page, Drone Division LLC on Instagram, and I also have a personal account. It's Mike Leber 412 on Instagram, and that's pretty much it.
And for those watching this, we'll make sure to obviously have those listed on the video for you. Make it easy to find. So I want to thank everybody for joining us today. Thank Mike for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank Friendship Perk and Brew for the awesome location that we're filming at today. And if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe. We need to get our subscriber count up so we can actually get our custom URL so it's easier to find us. Like the video, we have comment section here for a reason. We'll want to hear back from our audience, see what you want us to do different, or give us some suggestions, or just say hi. Until next time, Jason, Mike.
See you later.
Captured Pittsburgh Darkroom is produced by Jason Fait, Adam Thomas, and Jason Kodat. Produced with the valuable assistance of John Hall and Dave Kralowski. Captured Pittsburgh Darkroom is a Captured Cities production, copyright 2018.